In this video, I'm going to look at what I can do to my computer in order to satisfy the requirements for Windows 11. I'm going to go to all settings here in the lower right, and then to update and security. And there's a little announcement here. This PC doesn't currently meet the minimum system requirements to run Windows 11. Now if you click here on Get PC Health Check, you can download this app to check for compatibility, to make sure it satisfies the minimum system requirements. Now to tell you the truth, I'm in no hurry to upgrade to Windows 11. I'm okay with Windows 10. The current Windows Defender I think is great. I don't have any other software, antivirus software that I pay for. And I believe Windows 10 you'll still get support till 2025. I think the fall of 2025 it'll still be supported by Microsoft. So I'm no rush. But in this video I do want to go over how to enable secure boot. It's a security feature, and that's one of the requirements of Windows 11. But even though I'm not going to upgrade to Windows 11, having secure boot enabled is just good for the computer. For the, like I say, it's just a security feature. So anyway, I downloaded that app just to check it out here. And so here it is, and you can click on it, and it'll give you the story on your computer. On the left, you see I got 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1,000 gigabytes on my SSD. My computer's only about 4 years old, probably a bit more than that. If I check now, it tells me again the same thing that it had on the other page. This PC doesn't currently meet Windows 11 system requirements. Now one of the things that that's not there, because I already fixed it, was the secure boot, which is another, well, it's a security feature. So right now, TPM 2.0 must be supported and enabled on this PC. So one way you can check that, get your run command, Windows icon, and R will get it for you. You can also go in settings here and do it here. You right click over here on the window, and there's your run command there. And then just type MSC. Click enter. And then it gives you this: compatible TPM cannot be found. So compatible trusted platform module, again another security feature, basically cannot be found on this computer. Verify that this computer has a 1.2 TPM or later, and it is turned on in the BIOS. Now it's possible that you have one on your computer and it's maybe not enabled, so you'd have to go to BIOS, like I'm going to do for the boot in a little bit, and enable it. Turns out I did a little research with the manufacturer of my computer. It's a Dell desktop computer, and it turns out it doesn't have the TPM chip. Like I said, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to upgrade right now anyway. I'm just gonna, if I do buy a computer later on after 2025, they'll come with Windows 11 installed anyway. So mine doesn't have one, so I can't enable it right now. Now the other thing that also is affected my computer is the processor isn't currently supported for Windows 11. So these are the two things that I have. I can see all the results here. Can you scroll there? See, this PC supports secure boot. I just did that earlier today because it wasn't on. You probably wouldn't know if you had it on or not. See, the computer boots. Looks like it's a regular boot, but it's not a safe boot or secure boot. You got to have at least 4 gigabytes of system RAM for the Windows 11 requirements. The system disk is 64 gigabytes or larger. System storage, in my case, you don't need that much, but I have 1,000 gigabytes. The processor has 2 or more cores. Processor clock speed is 1 gigahertz or faster. But in total, it doesn't support the actual processor. Processor isn't currently supported. I can't do anything to that right now. I guess I could, but not worth it to me to upgrade that. TPM, okay, same thing. I'll cancel this. And then I want it to go to search. So we go to System Information here and run as administrator. This gives you your system specs here. There's my processor, the BIOS, and the BIOS mode. I have UEFI on mine. Earlier when I looked at this, secure boot state, this was off, and one of the requirements for Windows 11 is this has to be enabled. So I had to go to the BIOS, in my case UEFI, and enable it. So that's what part of the video is also going to be about. I'll close this out here, and I'm going to go all settings, updating security, and then here I'm going to go to recovery. Okay, then advanced startup. Startup from a device or disk, such as USB drive, change PC firmware settings, change Windows startup settings, or restore Windows from a system image. So these are some of the things you can do if you go ahead and restart the computer here. Now if I restart it though, I'm going to lose Camtasia, and I won't be able to download the video. So what I'm going to do here is stop the video here, and then I'll complete the video with my Sony camera. So I'll be back. So I hit the startup button. I'm now recording with my Sony camera here. And when I get to the next screen, I'll be hitting troubleshoot. A little quick there, but it was troubleshoot. And then to advanced options. And then UEFI firmware, hit next. And then I'll have to restart again before I can make any changes. And there's secure boot. Yours might look different than this, but it should have some area where you have secure boot. Click it. I just move it down with the arrows, then hit enter, and then I get another screen on the right side. And that's where you can enable or disable depending. Now mine was of course disabled, so I wanted it enabled to satisfy the Windows 11 requirement. But basically it's good to have it on whether you're going to upgrade or not, because it's, like I said, it's a security measure. So there it is. If you didn't see it on the system information, this would be disabled, so you enable it, and then at the bottom there'll be a area where you want to apply the changes. Now here I'm not going to make any changes because it's already enabled, but you can see it there, it's kind of grayed out in the middle. Apply. If you do make a change, you hit apply and then exit, and then you're good to go. So thanks for watching. See you next time.